Hey guys, welcome back to Backyard Boys. We're gonna do a part 1 of 2 today. We're making bacon finally. So we're gonna mix up kefir and we're gonna mix it onto our pork belly that we picked up from the butcher shop down the road. Got about 6 pounds of pork belly, and we're gonna let it cure for a few days. I think 7 days is what we're going for. So next week we'll be smoking it. And right now we're gonna get on with our cure. Right on. So this cure calls for 1 cup of kosher salt. I'm using sea salt. It doesn't really matter what kind of salt you use. Just stay away from table salt. There's a 1/4 cup. It's calling for a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. It also calls for a cup of honey or a cup of some sort of like syrup. So you could use honey or maple syrup. I have neither right now, so I'm going to use an extra 1/4 cup of brown sugar. It's calling for 3 teaspoons of curing salt. We're adding actually a little extra to each because this original recipe calls for a 5-pound pork belly and we have a 6-pound pork belly. So we're just going to add the extra tablespoon to account for the difference. So I'm going to add an extra tablespoon of salt as well. Okay, so it's calling for 3 teaspoons of curing salt. It calls for pink curing salt. I don't have pink curing salt, I have white curing salt. The only difference is the pink stuff's going to leave a pink tinge to the meat. We're going with 3 because the original recipe calls for 2. Now, the original recipe calls for a tablespoon of, or 2 tablespoons of chili flakes. I don't really want my bacon to be chili flake or hot at all, so I'm going to use pepper. Thick or coarse grind on the pepper. When this is ready to go in the smoker, all of this cure is getting rinsed off anyways. It's just like our salmon video. A little different. That looks good to me. And it's calling for 2 tablespoons of paprika. Now I don't have any paprika, but we did have some leftover dry rub that we did that was primarily paprika. So I'm going to use it today. Right on. So I'm going to mix this up. It's beautiful, beautiful looking cure. Some of these recipes call for a 10-day curing. You can really go 3 to 6 or 7. If you're doing 10 days, the odds are you're going to be putting your pork in like a dry storage. Bacon's not going to last that long in this house. So I've got my 6-pound pork belly. Now we've already rinsed it off and pat dried it. I'll just pat it down some more. Now this is going to get quartered because I don't have anything big enough to put this in a big bag. I have these large freezer bags that I got from Costco. So, and I don't have any dishes big enough for this as well, so simply going to quarter it so I can fit 2 per bag.
And don't forget to mention a sharp knife is really key for cutting this.
Oh yes, you want a sharp knife. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting my cure on there and throwing her into the bags. I'm going to start with the meat side. This bacon, once it's ready and smoked and everything, unlike most store-bought bacon, it's not going to shrink that much once you're done cooking it. So if you're used to going and buying whatever at the grocery store, throw it in the frying pan. You usually end up with a quarter of the size sometimes if you get the cheap stuff. This should only shrink down about maybe 10%, right? So it looks like we're gonna have small bacon, but really when it's done cooking, it's still only gonna be just a bit smaller than it is. Just think of the delicious BLTs you can make with this. Maybe that'll be the next recipe, backyard BLTs.
Sounds good to me, man.
Really get it in there. I'm gonna coat these really good, throw them in the bags, and then just dump the rest of the spice in there. I think I see where the honey would have came in handy. So what we're gonna do is Chris is gonna grab me some olive oil real quick. I just want to put something on there so it sticks.
Here, you want me to pour it on for you, buddy?
Yep, drizzle it on.
And for the time being, we're using this organic olive oil.
Also from Costco. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. We've just solved one of our problems. This is how we're going to stick the cure to the backside of the bacon.
Backside.
Alright, Chris, I'm going to need you to open these bags for me, buddy.
Yes, sir.
One, huge mess. Got two, and I'll scoop the rest of the stuff in after. One, two. It's nice to have cutting boards that can fold up. So I'm going to put a bit more in there. I'm just going to dump the rest of this in this bag. Going to get it all mixed in together. Then we're going to get the air out.
As much as possible out, anyways.
The recipe calls for the belly to be turned every day. So every morning between now and next week when we pull it out to smoke it, every time I get up, I'm going to go to the fridge, flip my bacon, and carry on with my day. So that concludes today's portion of this video for bacon. Stick around because we're actually going to be making some sausage today. We're going to try and put out a video every week for you guys, but this one's going to take a few days, so that's all we got today. Cheers.